It's me in the present time. You realize how old this video actually is when you notice the difference in my hair and my setup later on. Just a quick explanation for some context. This video is actually a few months old and I was just too lazy to actually edit it. I have plans on posting new YouTube videos, however this video is supposed to be a follow-up from my previous video where I went to remove my wisdom tooth. So it's kind of stopping me from posting new videos and I just wanted to get this out of the way. To summarize the video, the first part is me documenting my recovery process, and at the end, I did a Q&A for those in national service intending to remove their wisdom tooth. If you're not here for any of that, this video might not be for you. If you're here, I hope you enjoy it, and the present time me will catch you in the next video. Bye. So far it's day 2, alright, it's a lot better than I expected, alright, not as bad as day 1. The bleeding has stopped. I took another 2 tablets before I sleep to relieve the pain. I bit onto a gauze while I was sleeping, so after I wake up in the morning, I took it out, it stopped bleeding. I woke up later because I think it helps with not feeling hungry in the morning. So I'm trying to reduce my meal to 2 times a day so I don't have to eat as often. The current plan now is for me not to brush teeth as often. So in order to maintain the hygiene, I was given a mouthwash instead. I think it'll be like that for around 2 to 3 days before I actually recover and get back to normal. But so far, no swelling, alright. The top looks fine. There's like a really dark hole in the bottom one. So far so good, the bleeding stopped, no swelling. Actually the pain is not so painful now. I'm not sure if the effects of the medication have wear off yet, but yeah, it made yesterday's I think it made yesterday's video seems over dramatic. Alright, the pain that I was feeling. Maybe because the wound was still open, but currently it has closed already. So far so good. This is the morning portion. I plan to eat porridge later. Alright, for lunch. Dinner, I'll be eating porridge as well. I'm gonna eat porridge for maybe 2 to 3 days. I'm trying to not touch any hard food at all. I'm avoiding hard food, hot food. Gotta wait for the porridge to cool down as well. And yeah, I'm not gonna brush teeth for like 2 to 3 days. Hopefully the mouthwash is able to, wash it well. Afterwards, yeah, it's gonna be nasty, so I intend to get back to my normal daily routine. I cannot exercise for about a week, so that's quite unfortunate. Don't know how I'm gonna keep up. The reason I can't exercise is they do not want blood rushing around to my head or to these areas. I think it might increase the chance of it bleeding. Anytime I feel like the pain intensity has increased, I will just take the extra paracetamol that they gave me. It's optional, so I don't need to take it all the time. Yeah, but I can be talking normally, so actually it's kind of good. I thought I couldn't do content for like 7 days, so I was prepping some content in advance. But seems like I'm fine now. I think the most important thing is the bleeding has stopped. Wow, it's a heavy thunderstorm outside. Most importantly, the bleeding has stopped, so I think that is alright. Whenever it starts again, I will just put another gauze. But yeah, so far, so good. Recovery process is looking good. I just eaten lunch, alright, which is my first meal, in fact, actually after surgery from yesterday. Surgery around 4:30 PM. And it's actually kind of alright. I ate century egg porridge to be specific, with some century egg in it, in pieces, and also some meat, actually, pork if I'm not wrong, pieces of it. It didn't trigger any bleeding, so my mouth is still fine. I have not used any gauze for today yet. After having my lunch, I went to use the mouthwash, second out of third time in the day, and also went to take another tablet. So this tablet is I'm supposed to take it once a day to relieve pain and swelling. Alright, it's supposed to be pretty strong in doing that. So far, so good. First meal done, no problem. Catch you later. Day 2, 6:40 PM. I just had dinner and I immediately went to gargle, rinse my mouth. So I'm not gonna have any food for the night already. I'm just trying to avoid as much food as I can. Also this period, I'm trying to avoid any food with paste. The red bean dumplings. I want to avoid any paste stucking at the back of my teeth. Just want to put it out there, alright? Just eating food that can be easily washed away. Alright, so yeah, just a quick update, that's all. I was just editing my day 1 video and I realized how horrible it was, alright? And I was still saying I didn't look forward to day 2. However, hey, here I am, day 2, and it's really fine already. Also, I haven't taken any paracetamol yet, which was the extra pain relief tablets that they given me, which was optional, alright? I only take it when I need to, but so far I only took the daily tablet that they require me to. That is to relieve pain and swelling. That is enough. And also the mouthwash, alright? I use the mouthwash every time I finish the meal immediately. Just to wash away and not leave anything inside there. The recovery process has been pretty quick. I'm not sure if it's the same for everyone. I've heard that some of my friends had swelling in the mouth on day 2, so it's different for everyone. I don't think I'll need to update anymore, seriously, because it seems like the progress has been really good. It's really nothing to talk about. The recovery has been really great. I honestly think I could start maybe eating hard food tomorrow onwards, but I'm still gonna, eat some soft food first before moving on. What I will avoid doing is exercising. I don't want to trigger any bleeding. I think the only worrying part about this whole process is triggering the bleeding again, opening up of the wounds. So I'm gonna just avoid anything that cause the wound to open up and bleed and cause any possible infection. So not eating any sticky food or hard food that might stuck in there. Yeah, that's all I have for today. I'll keep you updated. It's 19th of April on day 4. Let me do a quick update for day 3. For day 3, I ate porridge for lunch, but I ate noodles for dinner. Yeah, I also ate some jellies and had mango. I was quite confident and quite comfortable in eating food already. Yeah, on day 4 today, I actually ate rice and I started, taking some snacks like crackers. But I still avoid food that seems to be very sticky or things that were stuck in your mouth. And today was the first day as well as I started brushing teeth. But it still felt a bit weird. Like I still went soft on the, the back. It definitely feels weird. Yeah, so far at least I feel fresh now. I can manage to brush my teeth. So let's take a look at what my teeth looks like now. So even though I can't really see at what's at the top, the extraction was really easy. They just had to pull it straight out, so it didn't hurt as much. But the bottom, I was convinced that it's because they had to cut a hole in the bottom. That's why on day 1 it hurt so badly. From day 2 onwards, the recovery has been great actually. So catch you on the next days. Let me just give you my experience since day 5 all the way to day 9. So from day 5 onwards, I've been eating as usual. That was the last day I finished my medication. Day 5 was also the last day I finished my last tablet, the one that I had to take once a day. From day 6 and 7 onwards, after I stopped taking the medication, I still feel some slight pain at the back, but there wasn't really any sweating at all. So far the recovery was good. One thing I noticed is that when I started to eat hard, solid food will get stuck at the back, and the hole is actually pretty big. Let me just show you. So alright, as you can see, the hole is pretty big and food do get stuck in there. Even though I gargle and brush my teeth immediately after having my meal, it still doesn't come out. So what I did next was actually use a toothpick. I used it to actually pick out the food. And only after I talked to a friend who had the surgery in another hospital, the wisdom tooth surgery, he told me that he was given a syringe that can actually spray water into the hole so the food will actually bounce out, right? I'm not sure why, but anyway, he didn't provide me with that syringe. I will still have another appointment to remove the other 2. During then, I'll just ask if they can hand me a syringe. And the hole you can see is still pretty big, even on day 9 itself. If the hole remains that big, I'm sure it'll become a problem where a lot of food will get stuck in there, and I don't really want that because it's pretty nasty. So far for the recovery process, everything has been great. After day 3 or 4, I've stopped taking the extra paracetamol. I just took the necessary tablet that I would take in the first 5 days and also gargled my mouth every day with the mouthwash. Brushing my teeth have gotten better, but I'm still being very careful with the area where I'm brushing it. Thinking back, day 1 looks really over dramatic, but it was seriously that pain. Yeah, and it was just entertaining to watch for sure. I hope that some of you who watched the entire video is entertained with the pain I've gone through. Yeah, anyway, that's all. The recovery has been great. I just want to end it off on day 9. Day 8 yesterday was my last day where the MC ended. So far the recovery has been great. Pain was really minimized, close to none after day 2 onwards. And the only issue was food getting stuck in the hole because it was pretty big. Other than that, it was actually a pretty good recovery. No sweating at all and not really a big issue. I hope this documentation or vlog has brought you some idea on what it's like going through wisdom tooth. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the next extraction that I'm having this coming Tuesday on the 27th of April, where they had to inject my mouth with the anesthetic. Oh shit, that was... yeah, it's really painful. But I'm quite sure that it's gonna be better this time because it's only extraction, there's no surgery. So some of you guys asked me whether it was a surgery or an extraction. So surgery is slightly different. A surgery has to be done when your tooth, it's not so easy to be extracted. So extracting is just your tooth growing out fine, right? They just have to pull out the entire tooth and it will come out in one piece. So in my case, it was a surgery. All my teeth was growing out upright except for my wisdom tooth at the end. So it was growing out sideways. In this case, they couldn't just pluck it out like this. So what they had to do was they had to cut into my gum, a hole into my gum. That's the hole you see. And then they break my tooth into half. Alright, so they remove piece by piece. So in the first video, you can actually see that one of my wisdom tooth was in 2 pieces. So that was a surgery, slightly different from an extraction, a normal extraction. So the next one will be extraction for me. That's all I really have. I'll be answering some questions right now. Some questions that I've gotten. Alright, is the 8 days MC worth it though? I would say it's actually pretty worth it. Not telling you guys to take MC for the sake of taking MC, but the pain only lasted during day 1 and 2. Alright, so I guess if your recovery is good, the 8 days MC is pretty worth it, except that you may have to eat like porridge for the first few days, or just very, soft food for the first few days. That can be kind of boring. I didn't really enjoy it. I ate soft food all the way to day 3, so I guess it's personal preference whether it's worth it or not. You guys can decide on that. Next question. You did x-ray, consultation and extraction on the same day? Nope, I did not do everything on the same day. First, I had to go for a referral. Happened to be, I was pretty lucky. I could get a referral from my own medical center in my camp, so they refer me out. Usually the case is you would have to visit a polyclinic and get a referral. If not, you will not get subsidized by SAF. Because I'm still serving national service, I can get full subsidy for my wisdom tooth. First, you need to get a referral from a polyclinic, or you can visit a dental center in any camp. So first is the referral letter. Next, it's the consultation. During this consultation, the x-ray will be done for you and you will be briefed on how they will most likely remove your wisdom tooth. The next appointment will be your actual extraction appointment. So it should be your 3rd visit already by then. And yes, that's where you will have your wisdom tooth actually removed. If you are serving national service and you'll get a subsidy, you have to have a referral letter. So before the consultation and the extraction, before the consultation, you would have to visit a polyclinic or dental center for the referral. Next question, how many days MC? Alright, so this is a pretty interesting question because I've heard people getting different amount of days for their MC. For me, I've removed 2 wisdom tooth on the same side and I've gotten an 8-day MC. Yeah, I've got a friend who have removed 3 wisdom tooth, but I've only gotten 6 days MC. So I guess the number of days you get for your MC will be actually dependent on the hospital you visit. That might be something you want to ask maybe during the consultation. This comment is why you didn't go to National Dental Center, Singapore. Firstly, I didn't know there was such a center that existed. Alright, I didn't heard of it before. The next reason is because my friend told me that NUH had a lot of dentists and workspace to do extractions and surgeries. When I actually go and see it for myself, I realized, oh, maybe that's why they can handle a lot more appointments and they will probably have a available slot for me to actually book my appointment. Because another thing was, I booked my appointment really late. I booked my appointment 2 months before I actually ORD, and that is considered really late already. The ideal time is actually to book it 6 months in advance, but I procrastinated and I needed to find availability quickly, so this is what I did. Next question, how much did it cost? On the contract that I was told to sign, it stated $600 to $900 for 2 teeth. I paid 0 because I'm fully subsidized by SAF as I'm still serving national service. Next question, did it bleed on your mask? No, it did not bleed on my mask. There was a gauze in my mouth on the first day. It was pretty good at absorbing the blood, but that being said, there was still a lot of blood that I'm swallowing. So someone asked how to get referral to NUH instead of SAF Dental. If you want to get referred to a hospital, ask them to refer you to a hospital, be it NUH, National Dental Center, Singapore. Alright, so that's all the questions I have. I hope this series has been helpful to anyone who is curious about wisdom tooth surgeries or just the wisdom tooth procedure as a full-time national serviceman who wants to get your wisdom tooth removed for free. Do like this video to show your support, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.